Hi guys, welcome into Stardust Forest. My name is Steffi, I'm from the Netherlands, and with this video I'm going to say that the Mockingjay Chronicle is open by now. So I was editing, and during editing and waiting I have read like the first few pages, and Katniss is at District 12 at the moment, so it's very emotional for her, and so I'm already get sucked into the story again. So it's really nice weather outside, and when I finish like my May reading plan video and I have uploaded, I'm going to get lazy in the yard, in the garden, and then I'm going to make a nojito without any alcohol and just read the day. And we have I'm outside and I am at chapter 5, and I totally hate District 13. That President Coin, she is a crazy one. And they use all the methods they know, but I just wish they had to choose for something else. So that's, and I'm going to read further. So I'm really liking how kind and sweet Katniss is for her team. And I know they are old and weird in the setting of District 13, but that is one of the reasons why I love Katniss Everdeen. She sees through it all, and it's just amazing. She's such an inspiration for that. Love for Katniss at the moment. So it's been like a few days that I have had time to read, but I'm now at District 13, and Katniss agreed to be the Mockingjay to save Peeta, and this is the part of the trilogy that I don't like as much, because I hate President Coin almost as much as Snow. I hate the whole claustrophobic feeling of District 13, and I'm already annoyed. So that isn't quite a good combination. But I'm going to read a little bit further and try to get my head on something else. And I haven't get any further in Mockingjay, because I know what the ending is, and I don't want to feel depressed. It's not a happy ending. So I'm not really in a war mood, so I'm just don't know, maybe I'm going to watch booktube the whole night and read a lot tomorrow. So that's my update by now. Mockingjay is I'm really struggling with Mockingjay, and there is so much happening in my head and in my mind when I read these books, and I don't want to get devastated by all the things that happen in here. And besides of the love part of the whole Hunger Games, and my amazing love for Peter, because I can't deny the love of Peter, and I'm really missing him in this first part of the book. But besides of that, you know, The Hunger Games is a really interesting story, and I think that it doesn't get enough love in the community, because this world questions so much of your morality, and shows you how horrifying people can be, and it's like really confronting you with that, and with the idea of like the world has like had it, so the world has got this like Armageddon, and these are the only lands that are, and only human that are still alive, and you treat them like that. So that's really a messed up topic that this series is going through, and it's like very intensely, and even it's from the perspective of a girl. I think that she can be read by anyone. There are so much important topics being talked about, and I haven't read anything by Cassandra Clare or something, but I think that this series deserves so much more credits because of the things that you are going through in this book. And I think that like The Hunger Games is amazing to talk about at school with kids, because all right, it's a pretty graphic story, and not everyone can handle that, but the topics in it, like the war kind of thing, and manipulation, and how would look like, and how should we treat each other, and stuff like that. It's all very interesting. And in this part you get like in this District 13, and they are like the same of the capital, and you noticed through Katniss that she doesn't want that either, and it's like there isn't a good guy here, and people like Plutarch are thinking about a republic, but that President Coin, no, she is going to win this war, and it's about winning. Oh, some people are busy like winning a war and punishing like the capital people, but then they are not better than President Snow, and it's really complicated. I can't handle it. So I'm always struggling with the last part because of all the things that happen and all the moral things you have to think about. And I still think that it's pretty crazy that even in the war zone they are fighting the capital by like these propaganda videos and showing this on their televisions by breaking in. It's pretty messed up to think about. But I hope that I'm going to continue like to like this page. I don't know what this page is. 250. That is possible. That's my goal for today. But so I'm now at page 118, and I want to say something because I made an annotation, and I think that it's fun if someone ever, if I die, like gets my books and my annotations and just can watch this. So the characters are discussing this idea of making propos about all the victims that we lost, of all the tributes that we lost, that they lost in this war, and they And then Katniss says that's really brilliant, because then they are constantly like remembering where they are, for what they are fighting for. And this book is so revenge driven, and all the feels that are coming with taking revenge on someone. And in the end, we all know, although I think that if you watch this video, you already have read the book, and you already know what's coming and just want to chat with me about this. But in the end, we know that like Katniss and Peeta are okay, but they aren't happy, and they just try to forget all of it. And I think that war is always about egos and people who want to win or want to have revenge or stuff like that. But you know, I had a little kind of war inside myself, and the moment that I accepted that I don't ever that I never am going to get a sorry from those people, made me that I could get further in my process for recovery of my trauma. And I don't want to see those people anymore, but I still have a lot of pain and sorrow and a grudge of them. But I don't want to take revenge. I don't want to see them anymore. I just want to try to forget. And I don't. I think this series is more important than we think right now. You know, it's kind of a founder of the current day dystopian young adult novels, but it's so much more than just a simple YA dystopian. It's so much more. So what I was saying is that I am really liking that Susan Collins wrote in some light stuff. So like the play scene with Buttercup and the flashlights, and you know, things in life, they aren't only white or only light or only darkness. It is like a music play with all kinds of things, with fast things, with staccato things, with heavy tones, but also with light flowy stuff. So I think that Suzanne Collins did a really good job in this book to put in some little light moments of joy in this total war thing. And yeah, now I have now I want a cup of coffee, because everyone in my book is having coffee except for me. So I'm going to make some Nespresso. What else? Hi, from out of my bed. I am currently at chapter 13, and I entered official Mockingjay part 2, because and on this page, Peeta attacks Katniss. So he's saved, and the rescue mission has been successful. But now we are dealing with the craziest Peeta. It's sad to see. It's really sad to see that this boy became like a playing card in a game, and he has such a good heart, and he is more than Katniss. He is like just a playing card, while Katniss is a Joker card, you know. Katniss can do anything, and Peeta is just suffering for 3 books and still ends up amazing. It's so crazy. So what I am noticing is that this time when I read this book, it's so much deeper than the last time that I reread it, was audio wise, and then it's really, really fast paced. But before that, it was like a few years ago, and now I'm looking more like analytical to the book and how much it means, and this is just a masterpiece. I still think so. And really think that it doesn't get enough credits on booktube. I'm really curious to read the Cassandra Clare books that I have bought for my birthday, because I want to know what that hype is all about. I can't believe that they are better than this one, this trilogy. I can't believe it. But I can watch Mockingjay Part 1 if I want to. So maybe I'm going to do that tomorrow night. And I'm going to read a little bit before I go to sleep. And I will check in with you later. Again. See ya. So I am at page 266, and Katniss has been allowed to be on a special forces or a special team. And Joanna is back in the hospital again, and it's so intensely, and Peter is getting his comeback, but I feel so sad of all the things that they did with him. It's just so sad. It's really sad. It makes me sad. Yeah, I'm going to continue, and I will finish this baby today or tomorrow. I'm almost done. What I'm going to do? So when I'm done, I'm going to watch the films and then wait until the prequel comes, I guess. I'm at the third part of the book, and it's called The Killer. And Peeta is sent to like the troop of Katniss, and Katniss is seeing a hidden message of President Coin that she is better dead than alive. And I think that is a very interesting thing, because is that message true? True. Is that message true? Or is it something she made up in her head because of all her traumas? I have noticed that I'm not annotating as much at the moment as I want to, because I just want to consume the story and have a good time. So I have decided to just, for this last part, just enjoy the story, or just read the story, and don't annotate this thing. I will keep that for the next reread of this series. Yeah, I'm really curious what you are thinking. Have you reread like the Hunger Games trilogy, and what are your thoughts about this new prequel that's coming up and all that kind of things? Yeah, let me know down below. What is your favorite part of Mockingjay? Please tell me. Also, in this book, I'm hating Gil more and more because of the things that he chose to do in this war. I can't hold my phone any longer. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what is going to happen. We are going to lose Finnick, I know. But we will see. Let's dive into the story, and maybe I will do an update. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to finish it and talk to you after it. We shall see. We shall see. Prim just died. I hate this. It isn't sure, but I'm pretty sure Prim just died, and it's always a heartbreak. So I have like a few, like a little bit more, like 30 pages left, and I'm going to cook first, and then I'm going to finish this book. And oh man, I think that I'm anxious for this prequel. I think so. I don't want to like snow. No, I don't. It's really complicated. Katniss is at home and she finds the jacket of her father, and it really touches me. This crazy book. I can't read any further, so I thought let's talk a little bit to speak up my mind.
A few moments later.
You know, as a person with traumas and PTSD, and I just feel her, you know. I had those days that I couldn't move and just screamed and just sat in a corner of the room with like blankets around me because I was so in the trauma, so traumatized. And I know the feeling that you find something, just one thing, and you just get it, you know. You just hold it, and further nothing else. I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna finish this book, and I hope I talk to you later. I have finished The Mockingjay, and the last few pages were quite beautiful, and I didn't remember them, and I'm totally loving them. And oh my gosh, I have to confess, this is by far my favorite series ever. It really is, and I can't explain why, but it is like a deeper thing. It's like, so I think that the story is well written. I think the story is really fast paced. It reads like a clump of butter, so smooth. But it deals with like very heavy topics. And Suzanne Collins did this thing that she showed us that war is not only darkness, there's a little bit of lightness, there are moments of happiness, but a lot of moments of terrifying things. And it's so amazing how she has written this girl that that is being used by all these adults, and she doesn't know who to trust. And then Susan Collins also got like the confidence to not make it a happy ending. It was an okay ending, and Katniss isn't very happy at the end, and Peter also isn't also very happy, but they make it work. And I think that is like how life really is. You make it work, and everyone experiences like things in their life, and that is becoming your like your wisdom. And you know, the Hunger Games and being a tribute in Hunger Games is one of the most terrifying things that you can go through in your life, I think. But in the end, when it's over and you survived, you have to make it work. And it would be it's going to be hard, and some days you're going to um, wrap yourself in blankets and hope that the day is going by quickly. And some days you feel pretty okay. And struggling with PTSD myself, um, I understand the things that Katniss does. And struggling with PTSD myself, I so understand the things that Katniss does, and her lack of trust in people, and just cover yourself with blankets and stuff like that. I have a teddy bear. You saw it in my previous vlog, I guess. In my previous Stardust Chronicles, I have a bear that I sleep with because um, I get such bad nightmares. So at the moment, I finally have some days where I sleep like the full night, but that has been like more than a year that I have slept properly. Um, so I totally understand what Katniss is going through. Not totally, because I um haven't killed someone, obviously. Um, but she just makes me feel that I am not alone. And I'm Suzanne Collins so grateful for that. She It's crazy. You know, I am a big lover of Harry Potter and all those magical creative worlds, but um when a writer does this thing that I don't feel alone in my case anymore, that's just amazing. There are so many people in my area. I love all the people that are in my close friend group and my family. Um, I love all the people that are left, because there aren't many anymore. But I can't explain what it is to them, what it is to be traumatized, what you feel and what you go through, and that you are scared so much of the time, and that you don't trust people anymore, and you don't want to speak always about the things that you've been through, because if you do that, you just open an old swearing wound. Is that a word? Swearing. You just open a old wound, and it hurts so badly, and it sometimes it takes like months to get over it again. Um. So yeah, that are a little bit of my thoughts. I've watched the films, and it's time to wrap up this video. So you saw me becoming very emotional, and I've decided to let it in there because that is what the book does with me. As someone suffering with PTSD, I didn't mention it before, but it's really hard sometimes, and I just recognize a lot of the tributes in my own story. You know, in some way it isn't even relatable or something like that. I haven't been in a war zone or stuff like that, but it's really like the behavior, because they do of their traumas, that are the things that I really connect with. um you know, by far this series is my favorite. In the next week you are going to see like a book tag that I made, and I think I'm going to tier rank some Hunger Games characters. So if you want to see that, just subscribe to my channel. It was a very long video. If you stick here the whole time, thank you so much. And yeah, let me know down below, what is your favorite part of Mockingjay. Are you also feeling bad for PETA? And show me some PETA love in the comments. And if you want to tweet me some funny PETA pictures, just follow me on Twitter. It's here. And yeah, tomorrow is the day when I record this. I just checked my bol.com. It's like the Dutch Amazon, and it says delivering tomorrow, so I can't wait. So this week I'm going to share some more Hunger Games content with it, and I'm going to record like I think a chapter reaction kind of video for the prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And maybe I'm going to do like a little what do I think, what do I expect video about this, and just fill my page with content. I haven't got many plans because it's the this week, because it's the Ascension Day week, so we have like the long weekend in the Netherlands. And while I'm still waiting for therapy to continue, I have a lot of free time. So that means that I can make some content and try to edit that and read the book. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching. If you stick with me this whole time, thank you so much. And so I'm really curious if you're going to read the prequel instantly. Let me know down below. And what are your theories about the book? Let me know please down below. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time. Stay strong.